the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash, a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today, we will get the date right, unlike last week. That was all my fault. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of June, 2014, and this is episode 92. We're getting close. Yep. So we have quite a lot to talk about today, but first we would like to say a big hello to all of our returning viewers. We love you. You're awesome. You rock. And a big welcome to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. We have a couple of members who joined the group and introduced themselves, so do you want to give them a shout out?
Sure. Bangers and Mash, who's Julia from New York, and Iron Shush, who is Kathy from Perth, Australia.
So welcome to the group. If you have not joined our Ravelry group, you should go do it right now. Because we have over 500 members now. And so we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the podcast. So stay tuned. Don't miss out. It could be you. Anybody who's a member of the group might be the winner. But if you have not joined the group yet, go join and then find the Introduce Yourself thread and introduce yourself and we'll give you a shout out. So we have quite a bit to talk about today, and we have 4 prizes to give away?
Yep.
4 prizes to give away. So you should definitely stay tuned. So with that, I think we're ready to get started.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what's on our needles and spindles.
So what's on your needles and spindles, Mare?
This is my Delancey cardigan by Alexis Winslow. Started one of the sleeves. It's on US 9s, 5.5 millimeters, and the yarn is King Cole Merino blend in the slate blue and bark colorways.
So you are making progress. So you've done the sleeve cap, and now I've started on the sleeve on that one. Okay. Lift your arm a little bit so they can see where it's at. So you're at elbow. So I bet you'll finish that one at least this week. Maybe start on the other one. Think? Anything you want to say about it?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have anything else on your needles?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything on your spindle?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, this is a new one.
Yes. This is 100 grams, but it seems like a whole lot more of merino, black diamond bamboo, and
Trilobal
nylon Firestar. Sounds really exotic. It's Countess Ablaze in the Nightmare colorway. So.
And that's pretty true to color right there. It's mainly that kind of hunter dark green with colors through it.
And these little sparkly things get everywhere.
That's the Firestar.
Oh.
So this was in a braid. And
it took ages to undo, and it got all over my clothes.
And so you divided it into
4 sections, so I'm going to 2-ply it.
Right.
So I hope each section was 25 grams.
Okay.
I had to cut it apart because it wouldn't come apart, and it felt really strange.
But I think it'll be fine. And you're still in that first section, right? Well, you're doing good with it. Any thoughts on what you might want to knit with it?
It depends how much I get out of it.
Yeah, and what weight it is. It's got nylon in it, so you could do socks. Just depending on how much you got. If it's a thicker yarn, when you ply it, you could just do some like house socks or something, if you wanted to.
Too pretty.
It's too pretty for house socks?
Yes.
It might be a pretty...
wrap.
Oh, a wrap. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe the Endless Rainbow, if you have enough, make that be your main color, and then get a...
similar color.
A coordinating color for the little dooboppers. Or if it's not enough for the main color, get something else for the main color and make that be the pretty dooboppers.
This reminds me of Maleficent, so this could be the main color, and the other one would be pink and blue.
Oh, that would be pretty. That'd be really pretty.
Because, you know... Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to say about?
No.
Alright, so should I talk about what's on mine?
Sure.
Okay. I have cast on another Sowing the Seeds cowl. You're not going to be able to see a lot of the detail because it's all bunched up. But this is a pattern by Zena Perry. And I'm doing it on US 5s, 3.75 mil. In the Wandering Wool Rock Creek sock in the Aurora Borealis colorway. And that's really pretty true color there. So I'm 50% done with it. And this is going to be a gift for a friend. When it blocks out, it'll show more of the detail because it's got some little eyelets. But it's an easy knit and it's going really pretty fast. So I'm working on that. I have super secret Project 4B still on the needles. It's on US 1.5's 2.5 mil. It's a pair of socks that I'll be releasing the pattern in about 2-ish weeks, I guess. I need to check with my collaborator. But, so maybe I'll be able to show it on the show in a couple of weeks before it goes with the collaboration. I'll check on it and let you know. I'm excited about it though. And, gosh, one of my testers is already done. So, I'm really excited because it's a toe up or cuff down pattern all in one. So, and then I'm doing some spinning still. This is, oops, it came off. 50 grams of merino and miscellaneous stuff from the Border Tart. It's like pinks and reds and a little bit of purple. And I'm doing this on my mini Turkish. I am done with bump number 4 of 9. And I'm going to 3-ply it. So this was 3 bumps done. And then this is 1/3 of the second part. And then I will 3-ply it and see what we come up with. Alright, I think that's everything that's on our needles and spindles. So we should move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about finished projects.
And we both have some. Yay! So what did you finish this week? Ooh la la! What is this?
This is 35 grams of merino and British Shetland from Hilltop Cloud. And it's 3-plied and it's 70 yards.
We didn't measure it to see what weight it's going to be.
No.
Let me see. I would guess a light worsted, a heavy sport maybe. We'll measure it and see for sure. It's pretty. It'd be a nice in a hat.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Okay. I have a couple of finished objects. Of course, the weekly preemie hat. This is from my top-down preemie hat pattern. US 6 4 mil needles, and I used Woolcraft New Fashion double knitting in the Glacia and Maroon colorway. This is number 9 for this year. So I'm still working on that. And then I'm wearing my other one. So this is the Cantaloupe by Shelley L. Brander. I did this on US 11's 8 mil needles, and it's in Woolly Knit Lofty in the olive colorway. So I made some modifications to it because it was supposed to be done on, is it US 15s? We didn't have that. So I used US 11s. And so because of that, I added in 4 extra stitches in the middle. And I did a provisional cast on and then grafted it. And I know I grafted it inside out. I did it on purpose because I like the little design element. So this is just a real lightweight summer cowl. And I'm trying to decide if I want to knit my other sweater or my second sweater for this year in this colorway or similar colorway. It's not a color I wear a lot, so that's why I knit a small item. So, to decide if I liked the color on me. So, we will see. I wore it out on Monday and got some compliments on it, so that was nice. So we'll see. I'm debating. Alright, and that's all we finished this week. Mm-hmm. Alright, so I guess we'll move on to the next segment. Now it's time time for my favorite part of our show. Yummies! What are yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So we have a few this week. So first up, we both got goodie bags from the Knitmore girls. So, you want to share the big yarn first? So we both got skeins of Lisa Souza Sock Merino. That's pretty true color. Be pretty together. We got that. And we got tiny skeins. This is Knit Circus yarn in the Knit Circus Ballerina colorway.
Colorway?
I mean, base. 60% merino, 30% bamboo, and 10%.
No, mine is aerialist finger.
Oh, yours is different. So mine's 60% merino, 30% bamboo, 10% nylon. What's yours?
100% superwash merino.
I'm probably going to give this to Damaris, though, because she's...
Yours is softer.
You are, well, that's because it has bamboo in it. You are thinking of doing something with mini skeins.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give that to her. And then we got these other bags.
Okay, I'm just going to keep this.
Okay, that's fine. You know what this would be good for? Is putting our buttons and cards in when we go to Unwind Brighton to give out. Because it would slide down in our bags really easily. So, yes, Damaris wants to show this because this is her favorite part.
Yes.
So hold it closer so they can see what you're doing.
Imagine someone asks you for scissors, and you're like, sure, here. And it's like, what? No. What?
They're so cool. They're like a little pin.
They're deadly weapons.
A deadly weapon. And what else is in here? We got buttons. More girl. Oops, it's upside down. And tape measures. You can never have too many tape measures. We got Bolo bar samples. Mine is CC Clove. Was that planned? Probably so.
Sweet plumeria.
Ooh.
Plumeria kind of sounds like Damaris. Kind of.
A little bit.
Maybe.
And then we got all kinds of little business cards and brochures and stuff. So, thank you so much to Jasmine and Gigi and Genevieve for our little goodie bags. We love them. Anything else you want to show in there?
No.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the next thing?
Sure. We got haircuts in case you didn't notice.
So, you went really short compared to what you had.
Yeah.
And now that you've had it for a few days, how are you feeling about it?
I've had it this short before and I liked it.
I know, but I'm asking how you feel about it now.
I like it.
You like it? Is it easier to do than the other?
Sure.
And mine is really short, too. Oops, I just dropped yarn in the floor. Think, oops. I think I confused or made the hairstylist a little confused. Because she was like, you want it shorter? I was like, yes, keep cutting. Just keep cutting. Okay, and then we got stuff. We went to John Lewis, and we got some stuff. So we bought some ribbon to use on the button bands of our Delancey cardigans. So we figured this would go with both of them. So that, and I'm probably going to wait until you finish your sweater before I do my button band. That way we can do them at the same time. You got buttons for your Delancey while we were there.
Yes. There.
Hold it closer.
Just little wood ones. Got 7.
I think those are cute. I hold it up with the sweater, like with the. Oh yeah, that's nice. So that'll be really nice. I told you wood would go good with that. And then I bought yarn while we were there. So I got a couple of skeins of Regia, my first Regia. It doesn't say a color name. 01816 number. And it's mainly pink, but with some yellows and oranges and some green.
Pink.
It does kind of look like a cupcake. This reminded me of one of our littlest viewers, and so I had to buy it, and I'm going to knit her some socks out of that. And then that Gigi from the Knit More Girls, she enabled me again. Gigi. I got more Floramania, and that is not as bright as it is at all. It's so much brighter in person. So it's this kind of turquoise and kind of a orangey reddish pink.
What's the color name?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet. This one just has a number on it. I'll have to look it up. But, yeah. So now I have 3. I have the yellow and green leaf see, these are not true at all because they're so much brighter in person. And then I have the pink and purple. And now this one. What can I say? Neon. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then our local yarn shop, Ginger Twist Studio, posted on, was it on Twitter that I saw them first? I think Twitter, with a new product she was selling. And I was like, I need to. She sold out like within posting them 10 minutes. So these came from Leslie Taylor, the Undraped Textile Artist. And they're little keychains with a crochet hook on them to rescue drop stitches. And then they have a little yarn. Wait, it's upside down. Yarn charm. Yours is green. Yours is a little smaller than mine.
3 mil.
Mine's 4 mil. But I got really organized. And so I made this little conglomeration for my project bag. So it's got the rescue hook. It's got a set of kitty snips. It's got my chibi needles. And then I took a keychain with a clasp on it and put some stitch markers on it. So now all of this is together. And I put it in my project bag in my Keep Calm and Craft On 10 with like some business cards and notepad, like a post-it notepad and a tape measure. And that way I have all the little tools I might need while I'm out and about all in one little handy 10. Not like Dr. Who 10. So, ta-da! I feel very organized. Yep, it's a cool thing, huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. So I think our local yarn shop is going to get more in, but I imagine you could also contact the maker to order. Okay, let's talk about Stash Dash. We're doing this, the Knit Girls podcast is the one that is in charge of this. And so the goal is between May the 23rd and August the 7th to use 5,000 meters or 5,468 yards of yarn. And you can do that knitting, crocheting, weaving, or spinning. And they're very cheater friendly. So if you have a project you've been working on and you finish it after May the 23rd, you get to count the whole yardage. So I got to count my whole Delancey cardigan because I finished it after that date. Brilliant, right? So, so far I have done 2,630 yards, which is 2,403 meters. And so I have 2,838 yards, 2,597 meters to go. So I'm almost halfway. And you've started?
Yeah.
How much do you have so far?
70.
70 yards. So you have 5,398 yards to go. Your Delancey is going to add a lot to that, though. That should get you up around 1,500-ish at least. So we're doing that. So if you have not joined in the Stash Dash fun, you should, because it's fun. All right. So I think we're ready for GGK Crafty Pad. Yeah. So this month's theme for June is summertime and the living is easy. So the theme is summertime and the living is easy. You just need to look at the prompt list, take a picture for that day, and post it to Instagram with hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. And what do we do? We pick.
We pick 2 photos, one each from us that we liked, and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
And we feature them in the podcast and in the show notes, and we do a little video that we post to Instagram. You're welcome to post your pictures elsewhere, like
Twitter, Facebook, Ravelry.
But we pick our favorites from Instagram. So here come the pictures. So those were our favorite pictures for this week. So just check out the prompts list and take a photo, hashtag it GGKCraftyPad, and you might be one of our favorite photos next week. We've got upcoming events. You want to start with the first one?
Sure. Town Mouse Knitting Club.
So we meet on Monday nights here in Edinburgh, so if you're in the area, we'd love to meet up with you there. We've got a great group, very friendly, nice atmosphere. It's good. We'll be participating in the Edinburgh Yarn Crawl on Saturday, the 21st of June. And it's a collaboration with our local yarn shop, Ginger Twist Studio, and Kathy Knits and Bee Inspired Fibers. So if you're in the area, you should come for that because it's going to be great fun. There's an after party at the Safari Lounge, which is also where our knitting group meets. And then coming up in 30-something days, I believe. I'd have to count, but somewhere around there. On Saturday, July the 12th, we will be at Unwind Brighton. There's a podcaster meetup on that day at 1 p.m. in the mezzanine, which is upstairs of the cafe in the Corn Exchange. So if you're going to Unwind Brighton, we would love to catch up with you there. Excited? We're going to be doing London beforehand, so we will be having a lot of stuff to talk about out in the next podcast after that. So, all right. Well, I think that's all of our yummies for today, so we should probably move on to the next segment.
Now going to talk about what books we're reading and what TV we're watching.
So what are we reading?
I'm reading The Scarecrow of Oz by L. Frank Baum.
Yes, I need to remember to start it. It's in my folder on my iPad, so I just need to start reading it as well, because we're going to try to finish this. I think maybe we have like 4 or 5 left.
Oh, I thought we had more.
Oh, really? I don't think so. I think we have just maybe 4 or 5 left, I'm hoping. Any thoughts on other stuff you're going to try to read this summer?
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen.
I've been inspired.
So you're going to kind of interchange, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm still reading, I thought it was just me, but it isn't, Making the Journey from What Will People Think to I Am Enough by Brene Brown. It's wonderful. If you have not read her before, I highly recommend her. She also has some really amazing TED Talks that she's done. So, I finished reading the 7th book of the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. It was An Echo in the Bone, and the new book comes out on the 10th, so that's next week. What day is that? Tuesday, next Tuesday. I've pre-ordered it, and I'm very excited. Since I finished that, I started a new series. So I am reading The Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. I just finished reading the first book, which was Stormfront, and I'm reading the second book, which is Full Moon. Not Full Moon, but Fool Moon, F-O-O-L. And it's a sci-fi, fantasy, criminal series. So the main character, his last name is Dresden, obviously, by the title of the books. And he is a wizard, and he is a consultant for the police department, but also does some kind of like private eye stuff. And it's really good. I caught the first, can't remember, 6 or 8 a few weeks ago. Amazon had them on sale for like $2 each, so I picked them all up, as many as I could. But there's 15 of them, so I'll have to get the rest so that I can keep reading. I am kind of interested in the audiobooks, but I probably won't listen to them, but because who narrates them?
James Marsters.
Yes, from Buffy and Angel. And he's amazing. I like him a lot. So, that's what we're reading. Alright, now we're ready to talk about the television.
Oh my gosh, it's so stressful.
Y'all are used to really, really, really long TV segments, and it's summertime. So
we can expand on the other things we watch since we have hardly anything.
Yeah, I know some people would look at this list and be like, oh my gosh, that's so much TV, but for us, it's like not that much. So, do you want to start?
I can't. I don't watch this show.
Oh, sorry. No, she does not want to start. The Mentalist, the Hubs and I are watching. So we finished season 3 and we're watching season 4. And he killed who he thought
Bradley Whitford.
Yes, from West Wing, who he thought was Red John, but really wasn't. And then the jury acquitted him. They found him not guilty of murder. And then last night he connived to get the team back together because they were trying to separate them all and not let them work together, and he was very conniving and got them all back together. Yeah. Okay, you want to talk about the next one?
Yes,
okay.
I do watch this show.
I'm used to Criminal Minds being at the top, and we're caught up on it, so.
House, we finished season 4, and
cry tears.
Poor Wilson.
You gonna say
it's
it?
Very emotional. Okay. Amber, who Wilson was dating, died, and it was very emotional.
It was very emotional.
And now that I'm thinking about it, lots of parallels in between Sherlock Holmes and House.
Yeah.
Amber was Wilson's Mary Morstan.
Oh,
and now I made myself sad.
Alright, and we're watching season 5 now of House. And we watched several last night, but one of the ones we watched last night was Cuddy got her baby finally.
Rachel.
Yes. You had to know it was coming with the title, Joy to the World. Because when she had tried to previously adopt, she was going to name the baby Joy. So, Damaris and I both said when we saw the title, we know what's going to happen. Yeah. And we did. We figured it out.
And Wilson got a very large duck for Rachel. It was so large. And and during the episode I showed, I understood that reference because he'd gotten House. I can't remember what it was called, but a book by Dr. Joseph Bell.
Yeah.
For a Christmas the previous year.
Uh-huh.
He had never opened it.
Yeah.
It's like, I understood that reference because
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes is based on Dr. Joseph Bell.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Woohoo!
Anything else you want to say about House?
No.
All right. Well, I'm still watching Agatha Christie's Poirot. I'm still in series 9. I think I only watched 1 episode this week. It takes longer to watch these though because the episodes are like an hour and a half long each. So, and then I'm also still watching Deadwood season 1. I think I'm getting close to the end of season 1. It's a western, not safe for Damaris to watch. The Hubs and I are still watching Continuum. We watched episode 3.10, Revolutions Per Minute. This season has me so confused. I'll just say that. I didn't even write anything down because I'm so confused. I'm like hoping that they're really going to iron out what's happened soon. So, next episode is 3.11, 3 minutes to midnight on Sunday. Next one?
Emma.
So tell them which one it is.
BBC's Emma with Romola Gary. That's how you pronounce her name. I figured it out.
Okay, from The Hour.
And Johnny Lee Miller.
From
of Frankenstein and Elementary fame.
So this was done in 2009, and it was a 4-part miniseries.
Far, far away. Well, not that far away. It's just down south.
Yeah, 4-part miniseries. So it was like 4 hours total. I thought it was really well done.
I want all of Emma's dresses because they're so pretty. Yeah. And there's a pattern that has the same base as them.
Okay, that's cool.
You just need the fabric for them.
Okay. So you had finished reading Emma, and so that's why we watched it, because you had finished reading it. So I'm sure when you read more of her stuff that there's film adaptions of pretty much all of our stuff, so we can...
There was also an adaptation with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes, there was. There sure was. And then yesterday was...
Oh, and there's, you know, the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. There's a similar one. Emma approved. I've only gotten through 3 of them.
Okay.
They're like 50 now.
Oh, wow. And how long are they?
The longest one I watched was 6 minutes.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched any of them, so maybe I'll have to do that. Then yesterday, Damaris and I had a movie, back-to-back movie session. We watched...
Completely unrelated.
Yeah, completely unrelated. Other than the fact that the first one made me bawl my eyes out like normal, and so the second one was funny. So we watched Mr. Holland's Opus, which came out in '95, which that's the year I graduated high school. I feel so old. It's almost 20 years old. With Richard Dreyfuss in it, and it made me cry. I cried through the entire movie, just like every single other time I've seen it. Just cried, like sobbing, cried, like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Damaris had never seen it, so that's why it was on the list. So what did you think about it?
I liked it.
Yeah. Did you cry?
I don't remember.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Okay, it's a good movie. We recommend it. And then, so to make things better, because I was crying my eyes out, we watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding with Mia. I don't know how to say her last name in it. And it's funny. Like, laugh out loud funny. And when did I say that came out? Like
2005? 4?
Early 2000s. Early to mid 2000s. So.
We're still in the early 2000s.
No, we are in the 2014. Like the early 2000s, like...
Oh yeah, it's kind of confusing, because like when you say early 1900s, you can mean the entire century, or just the decade. And that's just confusing.
Yeah. So, so that was fun. So, we have some other stuff on our list to watch.
What are we going to do when we watch a sad movie and we don't have a funny movie to remedy it? We'll watch another sad one to make us even sadder.
Something.
Because I'm guessing we're going to watch all the movies before we watch the TV shows.
Probably. That's what I was thinking. So.
I think most of them are sad.
No, some of them are romantic comedies.
Yes, I think they're uneven. I think the genres are uneven in our list.
Alright, so that's all the stuff we've been watching, so we should probably move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about the March, April, May sweater knit-along.
Yes, because it's over. I'm looking for the random number generator. So... We ended up with 66 finished sweaters, not including ours. Well, I finished mine and you almost finished yours, so that's a lot. So great job, you guys. So we want to mention the people who finished sweaters in the last week of the cow. So Damaris, go for it.
Cat Wings, 3 times.
3 sweaters.
J. Will, Desi 72.
You missed.
Oh, The Bite, Molly, Bangers and Mash, Crafty Mama, Christine. KSH one, and Sarah Jane McKelvey.
Great job, y'all. Clap. Okay, so we have 3 prizes to give away. So, first prize is a coupon code for $5.50 towards one of my patterns out of my pattern shop on Ravelry. This was donated by Christy Ray, who's one of my test knitters, and she donated this in memory of her 3 nephews who passed away in a car accident earlier this year. So she's donated 3 coupon codes. She tests knits for me pretty often. So we're going to use one of the donations here in the sweater cow, and then we'll use the other 2 in the summertime cow. So, we've got 2 through 60. Oh, through 67. Glad I checked that. Right? Is that right? 2 through 67. Alright, so generate. So number 50. So let's see who number 50 is. Oh, it is on the previous page. Sorry. It's been a while since we've done this because the cow was so long. There it is. It's Christine. Who is Christine? From, I should know this. from Washington, and she did the laneway tunic dress, and it's gorgeous. Every time she posts this on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I want that. So Christine, contact me, Java Pearl on Ravelry, and I will get your coupon code to you. I'm just putting in the show notes who the winner was so that I don't forget, because since we have 4 prize winners today, I'm afraid I'm going to forget. All right. So next prize is a donation that we got from Knitter's Pride. And this is an interchangeable sampler set. So it has carbons, bamboo, and Nova cubics, US 2.5, US 4, and US 6, 24-inch and 32-inch cord. So you get to try out some of their needles. So why don't you hit... All right, the winner is 25, so that's going to be on the first page.
It's time. Today is the day for numbers divisible by 5.
Well, actually divisible by 25, because we had 50 and then we had 25. Oh, and that's Kazi Nono, who is Carol from here in Scotland. So she knit a lovely in lilac girly preemie cardigan. So way to go. I'm putting you in my show notes so that I know you won. And then the final prize, they did not donate this. This was something that I had. It's from Hayden Sheep. And, oops, hold on, I gotta get it open. I had trouble getting it opened earlier too. It is a row counter bracelet. So it's got this little ring here, and you push the beads up through. And you can count singles, and then you can do the multiples. So like if you have that one, that'd be 10, and then put another small one would be 11. So it's a bracelet. So let me put that back in the jar so it doesn't get messed up. And Damaris hit a number 58. So that'll be on the 3rd page. That's funny. We had somebody from every single page. All right, let's scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And that is Cat Wings, who is, hold on, let me copy this, who is Cat from Australia. That's what I thought. I just second guessed myself. And she did, trying to see what the pattern is. Oh, it's a My Honey, so it's a toddler cardigan, and it's pink and white, so I love it. So, Cat Wings, PM me with your address. Oh, and also Kazi Nono, PM me with your address so that I can get those shipped out to y'all. And Christine, PM me that you saw this, and then I will send you your coupon code. So those are our 3 winners. You have 30 days from the podcast going live to claim your prizes. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. Now we're going to talk about our new cowl. Summertime and the living is easy cowl. So this started on June the 1st and runs through August 31st. You can enter any project that you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to summertime. You could not have started the project before June the 1st. It needs to be June 1st or later. You can double dip in other cowls. So, we'll be doing Stash 2014. Trying to think what other ones are going on. I know there's some, Fibertown has a knit along going on for the summer. Knit More Girls have Summer of Lace and Beads as well as their ongoing BEM along. Nerd Girl Knits has a BEM along going on. Wolf Farms has their normal monthly cowls. I know I'm leaving people out. This is why I should not try to think of these off the top of my head. But I know there's a lot of cowls going on, so feel free to double dip. We don't mind that at all, as long as you follow the rules for our cowls and follow the rules for their cowls. So, and we're going to have, we've already got 3 prizes planned, and possibly more depending on how many entries, because y'all can enter as many times as you want. So, we have a couple of people already finished projects, so do you want to give them a shout out?
By Kelly Cron and A1 Dawn.
Great job, y'all. Excuse me. So, when you post your projects, if you post them on Instagram or whatever, hashtag them with GGK Summertime. That's going to be our Cal hashtag. And that way we can see what all is getting finished. And we've got a chat thread. If you have questions about whether yours might count or not, feel free to post there or send us a message. But if you can convince us it's related to summertime, it counts. So whether by color, purpose, when you knit it, hint, 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 when you knit it, if you can't figure anything else out, you're knitting it in the summertime. Of course, we love the creative entries, so be creative. But, all right, so I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls.
The part of the show where you ask us a question and we answer it. So today we are actually going to answer 2 questions because they were both shorter answers, so we didn't go exactly in chronological order. We're kind of mashing a couple of questions together, but we will get to all of them, we promise. We keep accurate records of what we haven't answered yet, so don't worry, your questions will get answered, we promise. So the first question, do you want to read it? You want me to read it? You'll read the other one? Okay. This one is a very silly one, and it's on purpose, but it's funny. We like it. So this is for a question from Morgie Knits, who is Morgan from Colorado, and she says, I have a very silly question. What brand of cheese do you drink? So you know when we were, a few weeks ago, we were joking about you could ask us anything, and we were talking about what brand of bread and what brand of cheese. So what did you have to say about drinkable cheese?
Nothing.
So you said there was one that was drinkable.
Nacho cheese, but that's just horrible.
Yeah, I would not want to drink nacho cheese. But we like cheese. We love cheese. We eat way too much cheese.
Scottish cheddar.
Oh yes, we love Scottish cheddar. It's so much better than U.S. cheese.
Colby Jack.
We can't get that here.
I know.
We miss
Colby
that.
Jack is good.
Havarti, we love Havarti.
Parmesan.
Yes. We eat French roulet almost every day.
Is that it? Is that it?
I don't know. We love cheese a lot. Okay, you want to ask the other question?
Sure. Luli, who is Lee from East Riding of Yorkshire, UK, asks, what t-shirts do you have on today? Actually, I think this should be a whole new segment.
Okay, so what t-shirt do you have on today?
I have my,
You're okay.
my Just As Sane As I Am shirt by Megan Lara, and it's Luna Lovegood.
From Harry Potter.
Yes.
And I have on my Malcolm and the Fireflies You Can't Take the Sky From Me tour. I can't remember, was this was, it was one of the t-shirt websites. I don't think it was T-Fury, I think it was QWERTY. And actually, on a total side note, I have a second one of these because they messed up shipping. And so they resent it, and then I got the old one, and they said just keep it. So if anybody is interested in a Firefly t-shirt, Malcolm and the Fireflies, it's a 2X, PM me, and we can work out like shipping or whatever. Because it's sitting, because I'm not wearing 2 of the same t-shirt. So if anyone wants a Firefly t-shirt, PM me. We probably won't make this into a new segment because we really kind of rotate the same, well, maybe 6 to 9 fandom t-shirts. And we try to remember to show them if we get new ones. But if you ever have a question about what t-shirt we're wearing, let us know and we'll show you. You have quite a few Doctor Who. And then this Harry Potter. You have some Sherlock. Anything else? And I have some Doctor Who, Firefly, a Firefly Doctor Who mashup. You have that one too. I have Stargate. Did I say Sherlock? I have a couple of Sherlock. Yeah. Alright, so that's the question answered. So thank you so much to Morgan and Lee for your questions. What should they do if they have a question for us?
post it in our Ask the Geeky Girls thread.
Yep. And you can ask pretty much anything you want, as you saw today. And we will be happy to answer your questions. Yep. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, that's the end of the show. That was a lot of stuff. We haven't forgotten, though. We are going to still do our 500 member giveaway. But first, oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, but first, some announcements. The Doctor Who Companion Sock Club that I am doing in, that I collaborated with Julia from Pandia's Jewels, is almost sold out. It went on sale on Friday, and there are a few spots left. So if you are interested, there's links in the show notes. Go do it now. It's going to run until it sells out, or June the 13th. And then it'll ship July, August, September. And it has a skein of her sock yarn, each of them special colorways for some of the Doctor Who companions, and a sock pattern for me, and some extra goodies. So, if you want it, you should go do it now. Okay? Okay. We are co-hosting, along with several other podcasters, the Tour de Fleece Team Sasquatch, which is a group for podcasters and podcast viewers, so you don't have to pick just one podcaster team. And that starts on Saturday, July the 5th, and runs through Sunday, July 27th. We've put a team sign-up thread, so if you have not signed up yet, you should go find the Team Sasquatch group, link in the show notes, and go join the group and sign up with your goal of what you're going to do. It can be anything from, I'm going to spend X amount of time a day, or I'm going to spend this much, or whatever you want to do. I've signed up. You need to do your sign up. You're going to spend a certain amount of time a day, right? That's the plan. Part of the time as well will be gone to London, so we'll have to make sure and be diligent about spinning while we're in London. All right. Are we ready for the 500 member giveaway?
Yep.
Okay, so the winner of the 500 member giveaway is going to get a little bag of crafting goodies. There is a clicky counter. There is some yarn ball sleeves. There are some stitch markers. We'll put in a Geeky Girls Knit podcast button and some business cards and such. So we currently have 504 members. So don't look at the number that was already called, because that's from the last thing. So 1 to 504. Generate a number. 323. We're going to pause for a second because it's going to take a minute to find out what number that is. So hold on. All right, we're back. We figured it out. So we just used the alphabetical list of our members and counted through. And the 323rd member in the alphabet listing by Ravelry usernames is M.J. Weber, and this is, I should have clicked so I could tell you her name, Mary Jo, and she is from Nevada. So, Mary Jo, would you please send me a PM on Ravelry, on Java Pearl, with your mailing address, and we will get this bag of knitting goodies sent out to you. We'll probably stick some other little stuff in there. So, all right, so I think that's everything. All right, so do you want to tell them where to find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And we hope that you have a great week and keep working on your GGK summertime projects for the cow. Take your GGK Crafty Pad pics and post them to Instagram. And have a great rest of your week, yes? All right. We will talk to you next time. Bye.